Good morning, senor.
Buenos dias, señorita. Don Diego welcomes you. How was your journey?
Fine, thank you, although I've got this nagging headache.
It's the altitude. You'll soon get used to it.
That's good to hear. I was hoping you could call a taxi for me. I need to get downtown soon.
Great idea, but it's not good sightseeing on an empty stomach, señorita.
I'll be glad to eat here this evening, but I still have the airline food in my stomach.
Oh, hamburgers! Down here, miss, you will learn the joys of a full and rewarding appetite.
Sounds good, but I can't afford a whole new wardrobe right now.
Shame. Men like a fuller figure. I assure you, señorita.
Yeah, I noticed.
Ha ha! Eagle eye! So, about that headache, I have something for it here.
Tablets?
Oh no, miss. Coca leaves. Chewing them brings great relief from all sorts of pains. Don't be afraid to try them.
Well, maybe I will. Thank you.
For sure.
So what are the sights around here?
Oh, señorita. All depends on time. How much have you got? A month? A year?
Oh no, a few days at most.
Then you need a guide. I will arrange one for you. And in the meantime, how about a snack? Something to round out the figure. Are you going for a longer trip, miss?
Something like that. A friend who's been here before recommended I should try Juan Alvarado. That's a picture of his house. The address is on the back.
Well, I know him, of course. Respectable man, well-educated, incredible knowledge.
Sounds great. Could you tell me how to get there?
No, it's not great at all. Lately, he's been acting very odd. Doesn't want to see anybody. And for sure, not a white señorita. Not good, not good.
Well, now you've worried me, Don Diego. I was really counting on him.
No, don't say that. I have to think about this. Please, come back in a while.
Well, I can always try and reach him myself. I look like a dopey tourist with this camera. Nice place, kinda antiquated and charming. Relaxed atmosphere, ideal. Ruth has a great sixth sense. You can't deny it. It's worth asking for directions to Alvarez's home. It's easy to get lost on these twisting roads. Thank God there's an ATM nearby. I'll need to hit it sooner or later. Knock, knock. Nobody's opening anything. Closed shutters. So, will I be able to see Mr. Alvarado?
Yeah. I will send a boy or go myself and make an appointment for you.
Great. I can pay up front. I'll just have to visit a cash machine.
Oh, no. For politeness, you don't pay with money, señorita. Money from a beautiful woman. This would be humiliating.
I'm afraid I've nothing else to offer you.
Then you can do me a favor, miss.
Okay, I'm listening.
Senorita is a beautiful woman. No man could resist her charms.
This is beginning to sound questionable.
Questionable? No, these words are sincere.
Sorry, I'm just not sure where you're going with this.
Por favor, senorita. This is a respectable place. Ah, you gringos, you're so constipated.
To get back to what you were saying earlier,
Ah, yes. Let me explain. And please, you have my word, there's nothing shady.
I'm all ears.
Now then, there is a garage nearby. One of my previous guests rented a car there. Unfortunately, he disappeared somewhere and did not return it.
Oh dear.
So you can imagine how Jose Santamaria reacted.
Who?
The garage's owner. I was running hotels before he could even walk. And now he thinks he's the big fish.
So what did Santa Maria do?
Ha! He came and took a car belonging to me. And he did it like a criminal. Instead of coming like a man, talking about it over a glass of wine, he just came and stole it.
Surely that's against the law.
I'll not be going to war with him. There's no magic involved in calling the Carabinieri. No, this has to be handled more subtly. I have other ideas.
I warn you now, sir, I won't be involved in illegal actions.
Don't worry, it's nothing like that. Now, Senorita is going on another trip, correct?
Right.
So, you will rent my stolen Jeep from him. Park it here at my hotel. And that's it. The rest I take care of myself.
Surely I'll have to return it to him and pay at some point?
You'll pay for everything up front. That's how it is here. And when you come back from your trip and park, just take a shower or keep busy for a while. I'll take the car back to the garage myself. That's it.
Is this Santa Maria some kind of nut?
No, he's actually quite a nice boy.
Okay, if you go and see Alvarado about meeting me, I'll look over at Santa Maria's place.
Please, remember, it's an old Jeep.
I'll have to take the money anyway. The ATM accepted my card. Let's hope it pays out, too. Got the money. Now back to the workshop. This is not a workshop. It's a scrapyard. '62 Chevy Impala. I remember Grandma driving me to town in one of these. I'd love to have gone for a ride in this car 10 years ago. Hey, good morning to you.
Bienvenido.
I need a car. To rent?
Certainly. We only have the best models here.
Well, a Jeep will be enough for me.
Oh, I'm afraid no Jeeps at the moment. Gone for warranty service.
May I look around?
Okay, that'll be fine.
I need a car. To rent? Open sesame. What a crapmobile. You can hear it being eaten alive by the rust. If it wasn't for the missing saddle, who knows? I might like to borrow this bike. I don't see Don Diego's Jeep anywhere. There's no Jeeps there.
Oh, yes, but he hides it inside the garage for sure.
May I look in the garage?
What for?
I heard you got a 4x4 in there.
No, I don't know. I let my sister keep her photo things in there. Tripods, lights, that stuff.
You know, I'd love to have a picture with you.
Senorita, please. You cannot get any better than me. I'm very photogenic.
Can we do it in front of that Chevy?
Great news.
A tripod would be good. Could you get one from the garage?
Is necessary?
Oh, don't move. That's the perfect pose.
I had no intention.
I'll go grab it then. Here's the little beauty. I can take the photo now. No, the camera's all good. Great spot for the camera. Okay, smile and cheese. Guess what? There's a car in the garage.
Well, I have not been in there for a while.
Looks like a Jeep.
Oh, happy day.
I'll take the camera. Does it run?
Why, of course.
Could I rent it for 2 days, please?
No problem. Only $100.
100? I could probably buy it for 50.
And not from me, you couldn't.
But it does work okay?
Yeah, as I say, it will start, but it needs encouragement.
So, when?
If I fiddle with it, which will be another $50. 100 all in.
Ah, I understand now. Okay.
Please come back tomorrow morning. The car will be waiting out front.
Here you go. $100.
Can you put it in my pocket? I have dirty hands.
No way, Jose.
Okay, but no money, no car.
I'll leave it under this thing here.
Okay, if you prefer cold metal.
'62 Chevy and
Great news.
Buenos tardes, señorita.
Good evening, Don Diego.
And how was Santa Maria? Did he bite?
Luckily not. I rented the Jeep from him.
Great news!
But I can't collect it till tomorrow. He has to make some repairs to it.
Still, that's quite quick considering his lack of talent. Don't go far in it, though. You never know when it could break down.
Thanks for the tip. Did you manage to see Mr. Alvarado?
Yes, I did. After all, I did promise you.
And?
Well, His house was barricaded and the doors double locked. But I have my ways.
Will he see me?
Yes, I have arranged that for you, miss.
Thank you very much, Don Diego. So, how do I get in? Should I just knock?
Oh no, this won't do anything.
Oh?
Your photo will be the pass. Push it in the gap in the door, senorita.
I see.
Now then, won't you please take a meal here? You must be getting hungry, no?
Sure. One more thing. What time is he expecting me?
Tonight at 8. But there's no rush.
8? That's awfully soon. I'll have to go early as I don't know the town very well.
But what about dinner?
I'll eat when I get back. So long. Thanks again, Don.
Oh, one more thing. Don't take your camera. It's getting dark. The local bad boys might like such a toy.
I think I'll manage, but thank you for the advice.
Seriously, senorita, I always advise my guests like this. You can put it in the closet and pick it up afterwards.
Well, okay then. No point inviting trouble, I guess.
Have a nice evening, senorita. Good luck with the professor.
Good evening. Is Senor Alvarado at home? I hope Don Diego doesn't leave me swinging in the wind.
Who are you? Why are you here?
I'd like to see Juan Alvarado, please. I'm a friend of Alan Branford.
What about?
I'm with the FBI. We're conducting an investigation into the murder of some of your colleagues from New York.
Show me the photo.
This is FBI property and evidence in a major...
Farewell, lady.
This man's a paranoid nut. I'd better be careful. And I can't give him my ID. I have to find another way. Hey, wait! Don't go!
I can see you all the time, but you won't be able to get in.
I beg you, please.
How do I know you are who you say?
How can I convince you?
Push the photo and your ID through the gap.
If you can see me, you can see them too.
No, too far away. I must look closely.
How's he supposed to see her when everything is closed and boarded? Oh, here's a small window. If only I could get the ID up to the glass. Buenos tardes. How do I deal with this guy? Can I bribe him? Maybe those coca leaves made him feel better. Senor Alvarado, you still there? I put my ID up to the window.
I've seen it. You can come in.
If he's your man, he might be preparing a trap.
Who were you afraid of? The one who killed Haig, Rudolph, and the others.
Do you know his name?
No. You?
Not yet.
If you did not come to warn me, then why?
I want to hear about the expedition 20 years ago. What happened out there? Help me understand.
It was a long time ago. We were young, eager for success.
Warren said the same thing.
After many troubles, harassment by Indians and so on, we reached Acacor, deep in the jungle. Have you heard about it?
Yes?
At first, the Indians kept their distance, as though they were afraid to tread on the Holy Land. We found the vault, deep in the city center, full of treasure.
The minor relics Warren was talking about?
No, much, much more. Incredible stuff, scholars' dreams, gold. We were euphoric.
And the professor?
He was so worried about the return journey. He told us we wouldn't be able to take the treasure with us. That was a bucket of cold water on our hot heads.
Couldn't you see the logic?
Well, Warren had been winding us up. I don't know if it was just the treasure, but he wanted to take control of the party. Humiliating the professor was a side effect.
Did he succeed?
Yes. He had been quietly taking control of everything. When he was confident of our support, he confronted the professor. He said we should leave the professor in Acacor and return to the nearest settlement. Then he took the weapons and most of the provisions and gave us a choice. Stay with the professor, his daughter and Rache, and most likely die, or get out before it was too late.
Wow, that was harsh.
See, Rache was in love with the daughter. He wouldn't have left her for all the treasure in the world.
Nobody else?
There was one guy, a friend of Rache, but he broke down and ran after us 5 minutes later. He was a bit genteel, always ready to please.
Who?
Alan Branford, of course. We all liked him, so Warren really talked him up.
Aha.
What?
Nothing, go on. So, led by Warren, most of you decided to leave the jungle. How long were you gone?
Long time, about 2 weeks. How we managed to return, I do not know. When we came back, the Indians had disappeared, but the camp had been destroyed, and all the stuff scattered about, and no sign of the professor anywhere.
Did you look for them?
Of course. At first, we were hoping they had left too, a different way. But then we found Rache's body. It was half buried in foliage, and his heart had been ripped out.
Were you sure it was him?
Yes, Rache had a distinctive watch, one of those bracelet-type things.
So what happened then?
Warren then assured us that smuggling the treasure back to New York would be the best way to honor the professor's memories. We could believe anything back then. We wanted to believe. Anyway, Warren is a genius. I'm only surprised he didn't go into politics, although he's not the same man now as he was then.
I see, so then Hakiero helped smuggle the treasure back to the States?
Yes, and once everything was out, Warren told him to get lost.
And the treasure?
Warren funded life insurance from it, for all of us. Good policy, too. It annualized slowly, so we would never have to fear penury.
But where actually is the treasure?
I believe part of it forms the centerpiece of his collection at the museum. The rest he hid somewhere. I don't know where. I heard something about a tenement once, some dump owned by his grandparents.
I see. So, did you try to return to Acacor?
Well, soon after we left for the last time, heavy rains washed out the paths and reshaped the jungle. We gave up on the idea, frankly, until recently. Did you see an Incan out front anywhere?
He might have gone by the time I arrived.
Strange. Anyway, he bought some junk at the market from another Indian. Some of it had once belonged to me, and I know I'd locked it in a safe many years ago. It includes 4 precious stones, prized from the portals of Acacor. These are particularly interesting, as they are used to open the vaults down there.
Could I see them?
Tomorrow. I hid them safely in a dry place within the house. Anyway, the end of the story is that I used Google Earth to work out a route from here to Akakor and made a map of it. My intention was to return and try to determine the ultimate fate of the professor. So I went to New York to convince the old gang to join me. But after the murders, I gave up again.
Senor Alvarado, since you claim to have a map to Akakor and a desire to return, perhaps you'd consider taking me along. On a trip to Akakor?
Whoa, what you propose, it's very dangerous.
I've no doubt, but I'm here now and I must finish this.
I'm sorry, I don't completely understand.
I have a duty to protect the innocent, and if I have to run through the jungle to carry out that duty, so be it.
The hell with it. Let's go. I hid the map in a password-protected strongbox. Easy enough for you to open. We'll meet tomorrow morning.
Excellent. Thank you, Senor Alvarado. Until tomorrow, then.
Nicole, may I address you so?
Why, of course.
Thank you. That you want to pull me out of this. Thank you. That you want to pull me out of this.